I'm going to show you the three things that drive human behavior. Because if we can understand and leverage basic drivers of human behavior, the things that are appealing to 100% of the human race, we can greatly improve our competitiveness, our ability to maintain great relationships, our ability to have actual honest-to-God loyalty, where people delight in doing business with us and talking about us. And I can promise you this, about a minute or so into this, you'll be thinking, oh, yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. And then a few seconds after that, bing, I'll see it from here, light bulbs going off over your head. We go, oh my God, I can do this. Why am I not doing this? Why did I not know this? This stuff is bulletproof. Let's look at the first one. Abstract number one. What you see there, radically different than what I see, because I'm trained to not see what you're seeing. What you see is a motorcycle. 2 wheels, motor seat, set of handlebars. Pretty awesome. What I see, study in human behavior and how to leverage our knowledge of simple drivers of human behavior for competitive advantage. If you went to the Harley dealership in the town that you live in, or won a bunch of money tonight here in town after bowling and decided that you were going to go spray all of it on a motorcycle, which I highly recommend, you would not buy that bike as you see it right there. That's the bike as it was built in the factories. Engine and transmission made in Milwaukee, the rest of the bike built in York, Pennsylvania. You would not buy this bike exactly as it was built, because this bike left the factory with exhaust pipes that are as quiet as your car. Car quiet has been the industry standard for motorcycles since the early 1920s. The last time you heard a car quiet Harley was exactly when? Answer, never. Harley owners, knuckleheads like me, we like our bikes to be loud, don't we? Why do you suppose we want our bikes to be loud? I hope one of those answers was to irritate the shit out of people, because that's what we do. We want our bikes loud for a very easy to understand human reason that I promise you, the rest of your life, you're going to remember and use to improve your competitiveness. What do, and I know you know this, all Harley owners do at a red light or a stop sign? When we're not moving, what do? We instinctively start to rev our engine and not move. Premium fuel's like $6 a gallon now. We're wasting gas like you've never. Why are we doing that? Why are we revving our engine? It's become an instinctive thing. We're revving our engine because we're talking to you. And what we are saying to you, a toddler can understand. 3 simple words, the drivers of all humanity. Look at me. Look at me. What if you don't look? What do? We crack it open louder. Look at me. You're going to look. Everybody looks. Even if it's that annoying glance at the side of your minivan as you're going by. You're going to look. And in that tiny little snapshot in time, maybe it's a millisecond, when you look at us, our eyes see you look at us, something incredibly magical happens. Dopamine is released in our brain. The pleasure drug, not an enormous amount, just enough that we feel good about ourselves. And the reason we feel good about ourselves is because one of life's most basic human needs, a need common to 100% of our species, has just been met. A need that for most of us goes unmet every day. The need for validation. The need to have boost to our self-esteem and to our ego. Somebody looking at me. Squirt. Feels kind of good. Nobody else pays any attention to me. Right? You get shoehorned into the middle seat on the flight coming out. Nobody's paying any attention to you. You're just another person. On the bike, people look, squirt goes the dopamine. What do 100% of human beings do faithfully and repeatedly to any source of delight in their lives? And the answer is we return to it until it fails to delight us. What did I just do? I just defined what loyalty is. we will return faithfully, habitually to anything that delights us until it fails to delight us. So we have to ask ourselves, why shouldn't we weaponize this? Why shouldn't we use this for competitive advantage? What are we here to do? What is our job? What is your job as a team leader? What is your job back in the office? What is your job sitting across from a client or a distributor or a potential distributor? To make the needle move? To generate the sale? To get the feedback? All that's important. But think of it this way. What happens if we view every encounter that we have as an opportunity for us to serve as that little source of delight for somebody? Make somebody think of themselves a little differently than maybe they did before we entered the room or before we started that call, so that they feel, oh, I don't know, important, needed, necessary, awesome, attractive, powerful, brilliant, the coolest, the smartest. Whatever it is that people want to feel about themselves, if we help them along the way to feel that way, they reward the behavior. How? By coming back for more. This is what we do. We make choices every day who we're going to do business with. Like you, don't like you. Like you, taking your call. Don't like you, do the math.